This isn't a story to make you feel comfortable. It's a harsh lesson on how to turn your pain into a weapon and your silence into power. If you're ready to stop waiting for the world to notice you, subscribe and hit the bell to begin your transformation and never miss the hard truths that will set you free. Many of us are working very hard, but sometimes we feel stuck. We feel tired and frustrated, and it seems like nothing is changing. We look for something, maybe a story or a new idea that will finally help everything make sense. We search for a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration, a reason to keep moving forward. Today's story is a little different. It is not just a story to make you feel comfortable. It is a story that is meant to be a challenge against the quiet voice in our heads that sometimes tells us it's okay to stop, it's okay to rest for too long, or it's okay to wait for the perfect time to begin. Because sometimes it feels like nobody understands how tired we are. It feels like nobody sees how hard our life is. Maybe we come from a difficult situation, a place with not much support. It is easy to think that the world should notice how much we are trying. It is easy to hope that success will come to us because we have had a difficult past. But the world can be a very busy, noisy place. And today's story is about waking up to a certain kind of truth. In the next few minutes, I will not give you simple tips or easy quotes. I will share a story that holds a difficult truth, a truth that can be hard to hear. But if you stay with me and you listen with an open heart, it might change the way you look at your life. You might stop waiting for things to happen. You might stop complaining. And you might finally begin to do the one thing that can truly make a difference, to work quietly with a fire inside you until the world cannot help but see your light. This story will also help you improve your English. It uses simple words, real examples from life, and sentences that are powerful and easy to remember. So if you are ready for a story that is challenging, a story that will make you think, then welcome. Let's begin. Part 1. The difficult truth. There is a simple and sometimes difficult truth we all must face. Life is not always fair. We often tell ourselves, if I just had a little more help, I could be successful too. We think if my life was a little more fair, things would be different. Perhaps we wish we had more supportive parents, or more money, or a better education. And maybe things would be different. That is possible. But here is the hard lesson that this story teaches us. Life does not operate on fairness. The world moves forward based on action, on what we create, on what we do, often in silence. And another difficult thought is this: you are not alone in your struggles. You are not the first person to feel broke. You are not the first person to feel sad or lost. You are not the first person who has been let down or cheated on or ignored or underestimated. We are all just people, living in a world that does not stop and wait for any single one of us. Let me tell you about a young man. Imagine a 19-year-old boy who walks 7 kilometers every morning, long before the sun rises at 4 o'clock, to go to his job washing toilets in a hotel. Why does he do this? He does it because he wants to pay for his classes at a night school. He does not have a smartphone. He does not post pictures of his life online. He does not complain about feeling tired or burnt out. He just walks, he works, and he studies. And one day, perhaps he will manage that same hotel that today would not even let him walk through the front door. Now think about us. We might be sitting comfortably watching videos, hoping that motivation will suddenly arrive like a bolt of lightning. Is that a serious plan? We have access to the internet. We have our hands. We have time. We have a mind that can learn. And yet, so often, we can waste these gifts on feeling sorry for ourselves, on blaming others, on doubting our own abilities, and on dreaming that one day life will magically become fair. We need to wake up to the idea that life will probably never be perfectly fair. And here is a surprising thought that unfairness can actually be a gift. Because if life was perfectly fair, your position would be fixed. You might be stuck where you started with no way to move up. But in an unfair world, anything can happen. In an unfair world, even the person who feels broken, and forgotten can rise up. They can succeed if they are strong enough, if they work harder than everyone else, if they stop waiting for people to clap for them and start working quietly with great effort. So let me ask you a question, and please be honest with yourself. Are you waiting for someone to come and help you? Are you hoping that a teacher or a mentor will appear and save you? Are you still feeling sad because life has not been kind to you? If the answer is yes, then maybe you are not ready yet. Because the people who truly succeed in this life are not the ones who wait for things to be fair. They are the ones who look at all the chaos and difficulty and say, "Good, now I have a challenge to overcome." And then they become very quiet and they go to work. Part 2. Stop waiting for others to approve. There is something that many of us want. We want people to clap for us. We want them to see how hard we are working. We want them to understand our pain, our story, and our struggle. We think that if we just show everyone how much effort we are making, someone will finally say, "I am so proud of you. You are doing an amazing job. You deserve to be successful." But let me share with you a truth from our story today. It is an unfiltered, difficult, and honest truth. Nobody is watching you as closely as you think. Nobody is thinking about your struggles all day, and nobody is coming to save you. You could be doing everything right. You could be working so hard. And still, people might scroll past your post online. They might skip your content. They might ignore your message. They might even watch you struggle and say nothing at all. And do you know what is even harder to accept? They do not owe you anything. Your parents do not owe you their approval. Your friends do not owe you their support. The world does not owe you a round of applause just because you tried. The truth is, we have often been taught to expect support. When we were children, people told us, "Good job. You are so special. You can do anything you want." But now we are in the real world. And in the real world, you are just one person among billions. You are just a name, a face in the crowd, a nobody, until you build something for yourself. There is a story about a girl named Liana from Eastern Europe. After she graduated from university, she applied for 72 jobs. She did not get a single reply. Not one. She cried. She screamed. She started to think that maybe she was worthless, that maybe she was invisible. She even wrote a post on a professional website, hoping that someone might see it and offer her some help. But nobody commented. Nobody cared. So, do you know what she did? She stopped begging for attention. She created her own page online for digital marketing. She built it from nothing. She worked 16 hours every day. She learned everything she needed to know from free courses on the internet. 2 years later, she is now running marketing campaigns for the same big brands that rejected her resume. And can you guess what happened then? Now those companies want to work with her. Now they send her messages saying, "We always saw your potential." But those are just words. They only see you after you have already won. Liana made a very difficult choice. She stopped waiting for others and decided to depend only on herself. I'm curious, what do you think about this? Is it always possible to do this? Have you ever felt like you had to stop waiting and start building something on your own? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read your stories and learn from your perspective. What about you? Are you refreshing your social media checking to see if someone liked your work? Are you waiting for a special person to reply to your message? Are you waiting for your family to finally say they are proud? Are you waiting for your videos to get more views? Waiting. Always waiting. And every second you waste waiting for someone else's approval is a second that someone else somewhere else is using to get ahead. There is someone out there right now who has less money than you, who feels more sad than you, who is more alone than you. And they are still working in silence. Please understand this. Nobody will care about your dream until you have already made it a success. Nobody will support you until they see you have results. Nobody will believe in you until it is safe and easy for them to believe. And that is why you must become your own army. You must build when no one is watching. You must improve when no one is clapping. You must work hard when no one says thank you. Because the world only respects one thing in the end. It is not effort or passion or potential. It is results. Now here is a warning. If you keep waiting for other people to encourage you, you might die with your dream still locked inside you. You might become one of those sad souls who say, "I could have been something great if only someone had given me a chance." No, you did not need a chance. You needed courage. So here is a new rule for your life. Clap for yourself. Work for yourself. Prove it to yourself or risk being forgotten. The truth is simple. Nobody is coming. Nobody is watching as closely as you think. And that is exactly why you must work twice as hard with zero noise until they are forced to notice you. Part 3. Use pain as fuel. Not a cage pain is a real part of life. Maybe you have been through something terrible. Maybe you're in a difficult place right now. Things like betrayal loss, feeling humiliated, depression, or rejection. These things are heavy. And you might tell yourself, "I need more time. I am not ready to move on. I am healing." You might say that your pain broke you. But I want to share a different idea with you. What if the thing that truly broke you was not the pain itself, but the belief that pain had to be a prison? What if you never realized that your pain could become a weapon for good? Pain does not have to be your enemy. It is not here to destroy you forever. It is here to teach you how to become untouchable. And if you do not use your pain, if you let it sit inside you, then you remain silent and sad, and life can feel even harder. While you are crying yourself to sleep, someone else out there is crying while they are lifting weights at the gym. While you are hiding from the world in your bed, someone else is hiding from their fears by learning a new skill. While you are letting your pain just be a sad memory, other people are turning their painful memories into momentum, into energy to move forward. The truth is, we don't hate pain. We often hate the responsibility that comes with it. Because if you accepted your pain as a source of fuel, you would have to start working. You would have to push yourself harder. You would have no more excuses left. It is easy to want to be comforted, to be told that everything will be okay. But comfort does not build strong people. Comfort does not create legends. Too much comfort can bury your potential. Imagine a boxer in a ring. He is wiping blood from his eye, but he is still standing ready for the next round. Imagine a mother holding her baby in one arm, and with the other, she is studying from a torn textbook. Imagine a young woman walking past a store where she once begged for a job, and now she is the owner of that store. There is no big speech, no applause, just a quiet, powerful anger that has been turned into purpose. Pain is like pressure. And we all know that pressure is what creates diamonds. But under that same pressure, things that are soft can break. So the question is, are you a diamond in the making? Or will you allow the pressure to turn you into dust? Here is a truth that most people will not tell you. You do not need to be completely healed before you can start to rise up. In fact, you often need to start rising up in order to truly heal. You do not get stronger after the pain is gone. You get stronger while you are still inside it. So stop letting your pain sit inside you like a poison. Try to make it your fire. Let it burn so hot that the world can feel your warmth and your energy even before they can see you. You only have two choices, really. You can use your pain, or you can be destroyed by it. Part 4. Your sacrifices are invisible, and that is good. You have been showing up every single day. You have been sacrificing your sleep. You have been missing parties with your friends. You have been choosing work over comfort. You have been giving your time, your peace of mind, and your energy to your goals. And still, it feels like nobody notices. No one claps for you. No one sends you a text message that says, "I am proud of you." No one says, "I see how much effort you are making." And that can make you feel angry. It can make you feel invisible. But here is an idea that I want you to hold on to. Your sacrifices are supposed to be invisible, and that is your greatest advantage. Why? Because when nobody is watching you, you are free. You are free to build what you want without any pressure. You are free to fail without feeling shame. You are free to rise up without anyone watching and judging your every move. The most powerful and successful people in the world were often built in silence, while everyone else was busy showing off their small successes on social media. These people were in the dark, sharpening their skills like a sword. Here is a raw truth. If you want people to notice your hard work, then you must work for so long and so hard and so obsessively that one day even the people who doubted you will have to whisper your name with respect. But until that day comes, you should stay invisible. Stay dangerous. Lions do not roar when they are hunting their prey. Assassins do not shout before they make their move. Great builders do not post a picture of every single brick they lay. If you want people to respect your results, then you need to disappear for a while. Stop telling everyone about your pain. Stop announcing your struggles. Just be quiet and build. The world will see you when it is too late for them to stop you. Until then, keep working hard in silence. Keep training in silence. Keep sacrificing in silence, because every single hour that you suffer in secret is building a new version of you. A version that they will not be able to ignore. Do not ask for attention. Do not ask for approval. Ask yourself only one question. How much more can I take and still keep going? Because that right there is your real power. Part 5. Why you must become your own hero. You are waiting. Maybe you are still waiting. Waiting for someone to finally notice you. For someone to save you. For someone to look at you and say, "I believe in you. I've got your back. You are not alone in this." But no one is coming. And the longer you wait, the deeper you might sink into sadness and inaction. So here is the harsh truth that can be very difficult to survive. You either become your own hero, or you will stay a victim of your circumstances forever. You keep looking around for support. You might think, "My family never helped me. My partner does not understand my dreams. My friends don't check in on me." It is time to let all of that go. Because the moment you stop expecting things from other people, you unlock a version of yourself that is so powerful, the world will have no choice but to start following you. The strongest people you admire in the world today, they were once exactly where you are now. They were alone, ignored, and unsupported. But they did something different. They did not cry and wait for help. They became the help they needed. Look at yourself in the mirror. That person looking back at you is your rescuer. That is your lifeline. That is the only person you truly need to fight for and to fight with. Because let's be honest, nobody understands your pain like you do. Nobody knows your past like you do. Nobody knows about the storm that is raging inside your heart, except for you. So who else could possibly lead you out of it? Imagine a man looking in the mirror. His face is tired. His eyes look broken, but slowly over time his reflection begins to change. It becomes stronger, sharper, maybe even a little colder. He is not looking for a savior anymore. He is becoming one. The world does not really care about how you feel. The world respects what you do. And if you are still thinking that somebody will come and fix your problems, you have already lost the game. Stop calling for help. Start training for war. Be the person that your younger self always prayed would come and rescue them. Be the protector. Be the provider. Be the storm. Your life story will change on the day you stop seeing yourself as the victim and you start seeing yourself as the weapon. This idea of becoming your own hero is a powerful one, and it is a theme we will explore more in our future stories. So if you want to continue this journey with us and not miss the next chapter, please think about subscribing to the channel. We have so much more to learn together. Part 6. Discipline is the real motivation. You might say, I am not feeling it today, or I am just too tired, or maybe I am waiting to feel inspired. This kind of thinking is why so many of us stay stuck. It is because we are slaves to the feeling of motivation. We only move when it feels good. We only take action when we feel excited. And the moment the work gets hard or boring or lonely, we disappear. You may have been fooled by the popular videos you see online. They tell you that motivation is the key to success. But that is not the whole truth. Motivation is weak. Discipline is strong. And that is why discipline works. Motivation is like a visitor who comes and goes. Discipline is like a soldier who is always there, ready for duty. Motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what makes sure you finish. So here is a wake-up call for all of us. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Start training yourself to move anyway. You do not need motivation to wake up early in the morning. You need discipline. You do not need motivation to work on your project when you are feeling sad. You need discipline. You do not need motivation to be consistent when no one is watching you. You need discipline. You need to treat discipline like it is your religion, your personal code, a non-negotiable law of your life. Imagine a student who opens his book to study while his friends are all out at a party. Imagine a young man doing push-ups on a rainy rooftop all alone. Imagine a woman with tired, puffy eyes who still walks into a job interview with her head held high after a sleepless night. These are not motivated people. These are disciplined beasts. If you want success, you have to make the process boring. Make it so boring and so repetitive that other people would quit simply because they cannot handle the quiet and the repetition. The truth is, this art, your real enemy is not failure. Your real enemy is inconsistency. You do not fail because you are not smart enough. You fail because you only work on the days you feel good. You quit the moment the work stops feeling new and exciting. You slow down when things get painful. You take a rest when you have not even earned the right to be tired. That is not a lack of motivation. That is a lack of discipline. And it is killing your future. So here is the new rule. From this day forward, you wake up. You show up. You do the work. It does not matter if you feel like it or not. Because life does not reward the people who are the most emotional. Life rewards the people who are the most consistent. And discipline is the thing that will make you unstoppable even when every part of you is screaming, stop. Be soft and kind in your heart, But be ruthless and strong in your habits. No more skipping days. No more saying, "I will do it tomorrow." No more waiting for motivation to strike. From today, you move like a machine. You train like a shadow. You grow like an army. Part 7. Let your results make the noise. Some of us talk too much. We post online every single time we do something right. We show off our workout at the gym. We brag about our big goals. We tell everyone our plans as if talking about them makes us powerful. But here is a reality that is sometimes hard to face. Real power does not speak. It shows. You keep explaining yourself to people. You keep telling the world how hard you are working. You hope they will understand your vision. You hope they will support you. But why are you still begging for their attention? If you have to tell people that you are winning, you are not really winning yet. Silence is not a weakness. Silence is not hiding. Silence is a strategy for war. The most dangerous and effective people in the world do not announce what they are going to do. They walk in quietly, and they leave with everything they came for. Stop uploading your progress every day. Stop explaining your dreams to people who do not care. Stop shouting about what you are going to do in the future. Because every time you talk about it, you give people something to measure you and something to expect from you and something to laugh at if you fail. Let them laugh now. Let them doubt you. Let them forget about you completely. Because when you finally rise, you will not just knock on the door, you will break the door down. Picture a closed gym late at night. There is only one light on. One person is training all alone. Picture a phone with all the notifications turned off while a book is open and notes are being taken. Picture a laptop with 100 tabs open as someone studies quietly. There is no live stream, no post, no caption, just work. They might have mocked you when you failed in the past, so do not give them the chance to see you while you are building. Make your next move in total silence. Disappear for 6 months. Use that time to learn new skills. Get stronger physically. Build your income. Upgrade every single cell in your body without telling a single soul about it. Then come back with results that are so loud they cannot go to sleep at night without seeing your name or your success. Remember this: trying to get revenge is loud and messy, but true success whispers, and it changes everything. Part 8. Train so hard that even pain quits on you. You give up too early. You rest too soon. You stop the moment it gets hard. You think that pressure is a punishment. But here is the part of the story that no one ever told you. If you do not train yourself to enjoy hard work, then life will train you to enjoy regret. You think the world owes you a comfortable life. You think you deserve to have balance all the time. You think that self-love means avoiding every struggle. No, you do not just need healing. You need hardening. You have suffered in your life, yes, but have you ever transformed because of it? The first time life hurt you, maybe you sat down and cried. The first time something got heavy, maybe you broke. The first time you failed, maybe you called it trauma. But someone else out there right now is going through hell, and they are still showing up, still pushing, still silent. If you want to become great, then you must go through what we can call voluntary suffering. This means choosing to do hard things. You do not get strong by accident. You get strong by bleeding for your future long before that future even exists. And if your mind is soft, it does not matter how many stories like this you listen to. You will lose. Imagine a man vomiting on the side of the road after a long run. He is alone. There is no camera, no audience. Imagine a woman studying by candlelight, while her family is asleep. Imagine someone doing push-ups until their arms collapse but they still try to crawl forward one more inch. You do not train for today. You train for the day that the pain comes back into your life. And when it does, you will not flinch. You will not beg for it to stop. You will not break. You will smile. Because now you are built for this. So here is your new rule. You must train so hard that even pain itself would look at you and say, "We have already tried everything." He is not breaking. She is not stopping. Most people are afraid of pain. Most people try to escape it. Most people avoid it at all costs. But you from today, you can choose to run toward it. You can grab it. You can make pain your daily workout partner. Because in a world that is full of people addicted to comfort, your ability to handle pain becomes your greatest competitive advantage. Part 9. The world respects outcomes, not intentions. You have been telling yourself, "At least I am trying." Or, "At least I showed up today." Or, "At least I did not quit completely." You say these things like they mean something important. Like your effort deserves a round of applause. Like your good intentions deserve respect. But here is the final, difficult truth. The world does not care about what you tried to do. It only cares about what you actually did. You thought that just trying was enough. You thought that being almost successful was something that mattered. You thought that your effort was the same as greatness. If you think this way, you are not ready for what is next. Because in this life, effort without results is invisible. Nobody reads the chapter in a biography about what a person almost did. Nobody builds a statue for the person who meant well. The gold medal at the Olympics does not go to the person who ran the hardest. It goes to the one who crossed the finish line first. No one honors your try. They only remember your triumph. Maybe you planned to start a business, but you never actually launched it. Maybe you wrote half of a book, but you never published it. Maybe you practiced giving speeches in your mirror, but you never stood up on a stage. You must stop calling that growth. Stop pretending that your intentions are the same as progress. Because intentions without action are just beautiful lies that you tell yourself to feel a little bit better. And deep down inside, you know this is true. You know you were built for more. But you keep using the phrase, "I'm trying," as a shield to protect you from the fear of failure. But trying does not feed your family. Trying does not pay your bills. Trying does not change your life. Only execution does. Do you think a lion who almost catches its prey gets to eat and survive? Do you think a soldier who only intends to shoot his rifle can win the war? Do you think a surgeon who means to operate correctly can save a person's life? No. You either deliver the result or you do not. You either win or you do not. And here is the threat that no one gives you. If you do not finish the things that you start, you will be forgotten. And maybe that is what you are truly afraid of. That you will die with all of your amazing talents still locked inside of you. That your name will never leave a mark on the world. That you will be buried next to your dream, and both of you will have been wasted. But if you are hearing this message, it is not too late. The feeling is painful. It is heavy. It is terrifying. But it is not too late. So stop being the person with a lot of potential. Stop being the person who only tries. Be the one who finishes. Be the one who executes. Be the one who leaves no story untold. Because after all of your pain, all of your silence, and all of your sacrifice, you deserve to be remembered for what you built. Not just for what you dreamed of doing. If you have made it to the end of this story, then you already understand the core message. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody cares as much as you do. And that is your greatest power. The world does not owe you love. It does not owe you support. It does not owe you a single thing. But that is the best part. Because when no one is watching, you are completely free. Free to suffer in silence. Free to build in the darkness. Free to rise up from nothing and shock the entire world. And if you are still making excuses, if you are still blaming your past, if you are still just scrolling through life, still doubting yourself, still complaining, then do not expect anything to change. Do not expect to find peace. Do not expect anything but regret. Because your future does not care about your sad story. It only listens to your discipline. So here is the final challenge. Disappear for a while. Work. Sacrifice. Stay a little bit angry. Stay silent. And come back so powerful that even your enemies have to applaud you. If you do not want to be an average person, then you must stop living like everyone else. You do not need to watch another video. You do not need another motivational quote. You do not need another voice telling you to start. You need to become the voice. The voice inside your head that wakes you up at 4 a.m. The voice that makes you train even when it hurts. The voice that makes you study even when you are tired. The voice that says, "I do not care how I feel right now. I only care about who I am becoming." Because from this day forward, your comfort is your enemy. Your pain is your gift. And your silence is your strategy. Now it is time to get up, be quiet, and work so hard that even destiny has to rewrite your story. You were not born to be average. You were not born to be forgotten. You were born to fight, to build, and to leave a legacy. And if no one else will say it to you, then I will. I believe in your discipline, not just in your dreams. And that's where our story concludes for today. This one was a real journey, wasn't it? A very intense and thoughtful one. I am so curious to hear your take on it all. What were your final thoughts? Do you have any lingering questions about the ideas in this story? Please leave all your opinions, your theories, and your questions below in the comments. I truly love reading them and building this conversation with all of you. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Now go and make yourself impossible to ignore.